want to know what this means for you. So joining me now is Darren Duber-Smith with the Metropolitan State University of Denver. Darren, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it today.
My pleasure.
I guess the first question, the biggest question that I think pops into everyone's minds right now has to be what this could mean for prices for everybody.
Well, I think we're already used to record prices, at least for the last 40 years. But whenever you eliminate competition, there's a concern that it's not going to be good for consumers. And so fewer choices means higher prices and lower quality. And so I think that's pretty much what's going to be happening with the Federal Trade Commission. They're going to be deciding whether this deal is going to be bad for consumers or not. And I don't really know. I mean, I think that overall we're overbuilt when it comes to brick and mortar. And so we could definitely use a culling of the herd when it comes to fewer locations. But when you talk about Safeway and King Soopers merging, this is going to be almost 50% of the grocery market. And so there's a concern that it's going to be a little bit too much of a duopoly. And so they'll have too much control. Yeah. So prices could go up.
Yeah, Darren, and we know that not every community is the same. There's some small communities, different communities. There's a lot of food deserts out there. When we talk about these communities, I mean, it's really going to impact them differently, couldn't it?
Maybe, maybe not. It really depends on the nature of the merger. The point is that both of these companies are having trouble competing with Walmart and Amazon. And so what you don't want is a situation where we had with T-Mobile and Sprint, where you had two companies that basically weren't going to survive on their own. And so it took the FTC 10 years to approve that merger. This merger is very similar. You're getting to a point where there are too few grocery players. And so, I think dollar stores have been serving the smaller communities for quite some time. And I think that Walmart has sort of been the hub for certain regions in rural communities. So I don't know that Safeway and King Soopers merging is really going to affect rural communities negatively. I think what it's going to do is it's going to have fewer choices really for everyone overall in Colorado. And it might provide opportunities for new retailers to come into the market.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Maybe we'll get some new retailers, which would be great. Really open the door for that. Is there a bright spot to any of this? I guess besides that, maybe opening the door to some new stores.
It really is. When two companies aren't doing that well and they're having trouble competing, sometimes it's better when they merge. You can reach economies of scale. You get to a point where the two companies no longer have to compete against each other. They can they can pay more attention to the behemoths, to the market leaders. There are a lot of advantages when companies merge. The problem is fewer choices for consumers. And so the burden of proof is really going to be on Kroger and on Albertsons, the parent of Safeway, to prove that this merger is not going to be negative for consumers in that it's going to offer fewer choices at higher prices. But I think Colorado is a growing market. Companies like Aldi and Lidl, these are our retail brands that have been around for a while, and they're making inroads into different American regions. And I think that there's opportunities for maybe even Trader Joe's, retailers like that, to sort of take up the slack.
That would be great. Well, Darren Duber-Smith, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate your insight and some great things as we move forward with this. Well, stay tuned. Thank you.